Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Entertainment in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Rules Institute of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage. Tonight we're going to talk about investing in real estate. There are a couple of important topics that covers why we invest in real estate. One is inflation hedge, strong rental market potential for appreciation, cash flow opportunities, leveraging benefit, tax advantage, supply constraint, diversification, favorable financing for commercial real estate, opportunity in distress sales, and risk to consider. This is very, very important to go through these items so you have understanding about real estate. Investing in real estate can be compelling strategy under prevailing economic conditions. Depending on your financial goals and risk tolerance and local market dynamics. Here are several reasons why real estate, a worthwhile investment, might be right for you. Inflation hedge. Real estate is historically a strong hedge against inflation. As prices rise, so do property values and rental income, allowing investors to preserve purchasing power. Construction cost and land value tend to increase with inflation, making existing property more valuable. So, one side, we feel that inflation rate is creating an affordability issue. On the other side, if you are in a position to buy a property, you will increase value because the land value, construction costs keep going up. And due to this, strong rental demand will happen. When people can afford a property to purchase, they tend to go to renting the property. With high mortgage interest rate, especially in 23-24, many potential buyers are priced out of the market, leading to increased demand for rentals. And remember, we talk about that if you can't afford to live there, you need to have a house to live there. So start building your second dwelling unit, garden suite, or basement to generate income to support that because there is a high demand. Affordability is a big issue. And also demographic trends. Millennials entering prime renting years, immigration growth, and support sustained rental demand. There are a lot of initiatives from the federal government Ontario, and our Ontario government to help create more homes. So is affordability issue that we have in ownership, they are able to rent the property for now. And there are programs rent to own also. And you can call my office 905-569-993 9939 or 905-785-9923. We can help you. And why people buy property or invest in real estate? Because once some market area are cooling down in certain area, whereas others, especially in growing cities, continue to see price appreciation due to migration trends and job growth. They all go hand to hand. If there are activities, economic activities building plants, in a lot of investment in the city, or the government program to increase and supports cities to encourage more development in your city or town, you will see that. And also, new immigrant that comes in, they have affordability issue. They can't buy expensive homes in a well-established city. They go to small towns, and we have done that. And they can live in a detached home versus renting a semi or a condo. So because lots of things have changed because of virtual business has expanded. This pandemic has created opportunity for transformation of technology and how we do business. We are not doing conventional business anymore. So anything that can be done virtually, employers are encouraging employees to work from their home. And this is why many of the business have transformed. You notice that how many shortage we have in a warehousing for online business, because everything is online. You go to Amazon, you go to other places, you can buy your grocery, everything is online. It's delivered to your house. And this is way how everything has transformed. So less and less job that you have to drive to the office, then you're virtually able to do things at home. And this is why it's very important. In long term, real estates tend to be appreciated. Based on the historic data that I have shared with you, every 10 years, prices of homes have increased. So far, we want to know what happens now, the trade issues that is affecting the globally now, how we will go about, how is employment, economic, and diversification program. These are the things that are affecting the real estate investment. Where there is a challenge for someone to maintain a property or own a property, and on the other side, someone who has done physically properly manage their finances, there are opportunities. As I was mentioning today, we have 51st Global Connectivity Conference on real estate for CIPS, because I'm the host of Realty Coffee Talk, and we mentioned that how it's affecting our CIPS partners around the world. Because I host that, I'm also CIPS instructor with NAR and teach this course. And we share ideas how the market is impacting other part of the world, and we talk about that. So this is why it's very important. That important thing is in long term, when you're buying, investing in real estate, you're buying for yourself or investment, it has to be a long term because it tends to appreciate, especially in supply constrained markets. When there is a shortage of housing and there are more buyers. Based on the data that was released today for April, there is a April 24, 25, there was it appears to be a buyer's market, more supply, more than 50% what we have in April 24 to 25. So this is very, very important to pay attention to deal. Why I share this information? Because we want to increase awareness, building consumer confidence in buying real estate, financing, or even building construction. As you know, I am a founder of and HCRA licensed builder, Dixon Construction Inc. Of HCRA licensed builder. So we talk about real estate. We talk about financing because I'm a principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage Inc. with FISRA. My license number is 13241. I'm a principal broker, so I can talk about financing. I can talk about real estate because I'm a broker record with City Pro Realty Inc., which I am the owner of that. And also Dixon Construction Inc., because I am the founder and builder of Dixon Construction Inc., and we have HCRA license B63241. Why I'm mentioning is because when I talk about real estate, financing, and real estate, I have all three together. Without money, you cannot buy anything. Without money, you cannot build anything. That's why we have a team of professionals working for us. They can take care of these tasks for you. If you ever have a need for that, you can call my direct 416-451-3489. I'll be more than happy to help you. Now, number 4 is a cash flow opportunities. Rental properties can generate steady passive income, particularly in high demand urban or suburban areas. You know how difficult it is to rent? Because you can't find it. This is why we encourage you to build your basement. If you need a building permit, you want us to help you build your legal permit, a basement, and get you occupancy permit, call my office, 905-569-9939. I'd be more than happy to get you the building permit and build the legal basement apartment with occupancy permit. This is very important because there is a shortage of housing. Short-term rental, some people are doing Airbnb or Verbo, can yield high returns in tourist-heavy or business travel markets. So we have a clients, we are buying properties in tourist attraction area, northern areas, where there is a board, there is a lake for fishing, boating, or skiing, skiing on the snow. So those are areas we recently bought a client the property, and we are helping them to get them tourist attraction, more site development. We will be helping them out. So it generates more income. If you're renting to a one person, that means we can handle it. If you are going on a short-term Airbnb or short-term, you need to have a license to help, or you can go to Airbnb. Idea is to generate passive income, and this is where when you invest in this, you have a leverage. You can leverage that and these property. Cash flow will be better. Now, leverage benefits. This is one of the fifth element of this financing is real estate allows you to use borrow capital, mortgage, to control a large asset, amplifying returns if the property appreciates. So when you have a property and you have paid down and you have built equity, equity is the key. Nobody will give you money if you don't have equity. In normal cases, the A lender will give you up to 80% against your principal residence. Private side or other areas, 75, and it goes down. Depends how much you borrow. Remember, you can leverage that if you have equity in the house and you are able to pay that money. So lots of people draw money to buy more properties, provided that they can manage their financing. That's a key. So fixed rate mortgage locks in financing financing costs, even if interest rates rise further. So when you are leveraging, you're borrowing money, try to fix it. It all depends on your price or your ability to carry on the debt, pay your bills on time. And when you are borrowing money, it's not about strictly your house money. You have to think about your student loans for your kid. You might have supported your kid, buying cars, paying things on Visa, MasterCard, telephone bill, insurance, all those payments. You cannot default on them. So make sure that you're investing in new property, but make sure you don't default. If you default on payment, it's going to show up on your credit bureau. And when we pull the report, it will show up. It will take time to discuss a review. And then when you send out to the lender for financing, because we have a mortgage origination software and it's protected online when you send out, the lender see this, there is default or payment errors or delay in payment, they may pass you. So it's very careful about when you are using your leverage. Tax advantage. Depreciation deductions can be offset taxable rental income. You know, capital cost allowance, when you own a property, there is a depreciation process. You have to talk to your accountant. You can able to, if you're doing maintenance and you're doing your other work, you can depreciate as the value house or in real estate become older and older, values go down and sometimes appraise the value. So you are able to use depreciation deductions in your tax return when you're filing, whether it's a personal or corporation. We always recommend to use accountant who can help you because they have the jurisdiction, they specialize CPAs to help you how to prepare you for the tax deduction. Also, there is a capital gain issues that you have to look into that if there is a capital gain that you have to consider or the defer program. And this is important to talk to consultant and reinvesting proceed into another property. Let's assume you bought a property, you held it for a few years, you sold it, and you're trying to reinvest other property. But there is a gain there. If it's investment property, it's subject to taxes. And this is why we recommend that you talk to a CPA. If you don't have one, give me a call. I can give it to you. I can recommend a few CPA to you. We always give three, four people who are specialized. I'm on LinkedIn. You have thousands of followers there, and lots of CPAs come to me and ask me to make a referral. We can refer to you. So make sure you check that. Deduction for mortgage interest and property taxes. If you are investing, you are borrowing money for investment. Yes, interest you can be written off. Property taxes can be written off against your income, and operating expenses reduce your tax liability. Of course, this is investment property. So you need to talk to your accountant. All these are allowable expenses that relates to directly with the property. Now, supply constraint. Many market face housing shortage. You can see that due to years of underbilling post 2008. You know that during the pandemic we have such a high turnover and we have almost 18% increase during the pandemic. The moment Bank of Canada start increasing the interest rate, prices start going down and interest rate goes up because inflation was high and inflation has gone down now. And this is why it's reversing. Bank of Canada did not change the interest rate in May because inflation jumped from 1.7 to up 2.8, I believe, and now it's coming down again. So we're hopeful in June, Bank of Canada may reduce this interest rate, hopefully half a point. It will help us stimulate the economy because affordability is a big issue. Lots of people are not buying the properties. Home buyers are waiting to see what happens. And trade war, other issues are impacting the pulse of the buyers. And it's very, very important to pay attention to details. And also, zoning restrictions and high construction costs limit new supply and supporting prices. As a licensed builder, I can tell you, cost of construction has gone up. Cost of labor to construct a home has gone up. When you're doing a renovation, you're doing a home improvement, building legal basement, or building a new home. Remember that when you're building a new home, you have to register with Tahir, enroll the unit before you sell it. And we as a builder, Dixon Construction is a licensed builder and vendor. The difference between vendor and builder is the builder only construct, and vendor can sell and enroll the program, and builder will enroll the program and sign agreement with Tahir before starting a construction. Whether now as a builder you own the home, you are building it and selling it, or you are building for someone we call construction contract homes. You own the land and I come and I can build your home. I will provide 7-year warranty. But before that, I have to enroll your unit with Tahir under Ontario New Home Warranties Plan Act to provide 7-year warranty. And this is very important. Cost has gone up. So is everything else. You go to the grocery store, you go to the transportation, you will see yourself how expensive it is. And this is why. And supply is less. It was less during the pandemic. It has not changed. But now, as you can see, based on TREP data, Market Watch that I shared today with the Global Connectivity Conference, and previously in my episode, there is a big inventory, almost 50% more than what we have in April 2024 versus 2025. So this is a buyer's market. Now, when you talk about commercial, it's called favorable financing for commercial real estate. While residential mortgage rates are high, some commercial real estate sector, that is multifamily, industrial, still contract institutional capital, keep financing accessible. So we do also residential and commercial financing. If you are a builder or you are an investor, you need financing, commercial financing. We have our Canada Express Mortgage Inc., we call CMI team, can help you get financing for you, whether it's residential or commercial. Depends on the type of transaction, unless you send to us. Lots of people talk about give us a rate. You can't give a rate unless we are able to evaluate and make sure you provide complete, accurate, and current information in your application and supporting document. It's very, very important. What income you declare to CRA, you have a notice of assessment, whether residential or commercial, T1 or T2. You have a notice of assessment. You have employment, you have to have an employment letter, verification of your employment. You may have to, if self-employed, you may need to send T1 showing for 2 years with notice of assessment. So it gives us an idea what are the business activities that you are generating as a self-employed. So this is very important to check this out. Credit report, we always pull credit report. You need to give us a consent to check to make sure you have no issue. Declare all information on application. We have online application process, secure site. You can go to express-mortgage.ca, apply online. It's a secure FINMO platform that we use. It goes directly to the secure, and I get the notification. I pass it on to my brokers to handle it. Commercial is a little bit different. You need to have a financial statement certified or prepared by accounting firm, CPA. Give us information. We can help you. Multiple sources, whether you are building residential, commercial, we can help. And also, another important thing is diversification. Real estate has low correlation with stocks and bonds, providing portfolio diversification and reducing overall risk. Invest in real estate. When you are renting it, based on how much you put down, in my opinion, if you put down about 38 to 40%, it will self-carry it. With this special amendment to the Planning Act, where government will allow you to create multiple units. If you have a home in Mississauga, now they call multi-residential. That means you can convert basement to a second dwelling unit. You can attach a unit with your home as a second additional dwelling unit. You can convert your garage, which is a detached garage, to a additional dwelling unit, or you can build a garden suite. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back and we continue on this conversation, investing in real estate.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडिल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिचवे के स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए, अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए, अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या एलजी, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स, हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। विजिट आवर वेबसाइट www.dixieelectronics.ca या फिर हमें कॉल कीजिए 905-625-5900. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
HK Movers, home, offices, apartments and delivery, big or small, we move it all.
HK Movers.
Local and long distance, we also ship cars, Keller transport and moving services.
For service with a smile, give us a call.
Call Mr. Harminder 416-524-6704.
416-524-6704 पे.
Visit 140 Advance Boulevard, Unit number 10, Brampton.
Long distance moving specialist.
HK Movers. HK Movers.
Today, more than 10 million people worldwide are living with Parkinson's disease, a relentless neurological condition that affects their movement, their thinking, and every aspect of their life. Every 6 minutes, someone somewhere in the world hears the life-changing words, "You have Parkinson's." This diagnosis forever alters not only their life, but also the lives of their families. But the challenges of Parkinson's go far beyond the physical symptoms. For millions, the cost of treatment is simply unaffordable. Imagine being forced to choose between managing your illness and feeding your children. This is the harsh reality for many. Especially in low-income countries, the situation is devastating. Millions are left untreated, their symptoms worsening with every passing day. For some, the cost of a single bottle of medication is more than their entire monthly income. There is no cure for Parkinson's. But there is hope. Organizations like the World Parkinson's Program are stepping in where the system falls short, providing life-saving medication, mobility aids, and education to those who would otherwise go without. But this hope depends on you. For just $40 a month, you can provide life-changing medication to a Parkinson's patient, giving them the strength to face another day.
Thank you, World Parkinson Program, and continues to help all persons with Parkinson in Africa. Thank you.
Visit the World Parkinson's Program website today. Be the reason someone with Parkinson's can take their next step.
Think you're all set? Think again. Imagine this. You've got a great house, a loving family, and everything's smooth sailing. But have you thought of one most important thing, protecting your loved ones? Life's uncertainty can strike any time. Accidents, illnesses, or worse. Have you ever thought what happens to your family's future then? Who will cover the bills, the mortgage, or your kids' education? At Expert Financial Services, we specialize in safeguarding families just like yours. We offer a range of insurance policies tailored to your unique needs, from term life and whole life to critical illness and disability insurance. Taking out an insurance policy when you're young is surprisingly affordable. Don't wait for the unexpected to happen. Act now. Call Expert Financial Services at 647-838-1952 for a free no-obligation quote. Remember, no medical required in some cases. Senior policy and die counts available. Protect your family's future today. As little as $1 a day can bring you peace of mind. Call now, 647-838-1952. Expert Financial Services.
Good evening and welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent in Canada, around the world. My name is Tahir. Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Realty Institute of Canada and broker of record for City Pro Realty Brokerage. We were talking about the garden suite. As you know that there was an amendment to the Planning Act which allows you to build garden suite or additional dwelling unit, we call ADU, that you are able to generate income to support either generational or rental income. If you are a senior person, you want to live in your property and you can handle the big one, you can build a garden suite. We have two models, Ashiana garden suites and also Sahara garden suites. Sahara garden suites are prefab in a factory. They are installed on site, and we also have an Ashiana garden suite where we customize and build matching the architectural exterior of your current home, matching with stucco, brick, siding, or combination with stone, so it looks beautiful. And we can build it and design it and enroll them under Tahir program and provide 7 years statutory warranty. It will give you more and more ability to generate income and live. If you have older children, they get married, they need the privacy, you can move them into those units, they pay for it, and you have an income coming, or at least they are staying with you in the same backyard they're staying. If you can handle the big unit, let's assume you have a 3,000 square feet house cost, it will generate about 5,000 rental per month. And your unit, 2-bedroom unit, will cost you about 1,000 to 1,500 based on construction. And you move there, it will generate income, and you move to your smaller unit, you live in the same backyard, and you rent your big house and support your retirement. So one way or the other, it generates income, and this is why it's very, very important. You reduce your risk and you are generating income, you're living and enjoying your place. And also opportunity for distress sale. You know, affordability became an issue. You know, right now there are more property available for sale than we have last year in April. So there were more than 50% increase in available. That means in generating opportunity for people who cannot afford, they lost their job, they can't afford it because their mortgage renewal is coming and the rates are doubling. You will not get the rate that you had before when you have the previous mortgage. At least is double. So that means if you are paying 3,000 before, now you'll be paying 6,000 a month. Can you afford it? If you default, you lose everything. So why to do that? And this is where it generates opportunity for the buyer. And those are, we call them distress sale or motivated seller. They don't want to go on power of sale. They will sell it so they can cash on their equity and maybe wait for a better time. But this creates opportunity for the buyer who wants to buy, invest it. And buying opportunity for each cash-rich investors. You have finance and prepare yourself for this kind of opportunity. If you're financially managing your finances for your portfolio, you are way ahead of a lot of people. So this is why it's very, very important. So let's talk about the risk factor in investing in real estate. High interest rate, financing costs are elevated and reducing affordability and potential capping price growth. If interest rates are high, your appreciation of your property is not going. Growth is low, price growth. and its affordability become a challenge for you, and this is why it's important to manage this. Pay attention to the market, pay attention to your financing, and control your expenses. Economic slowdown. A recession could hurt rental demand, that is joblessness, leading to non-payment. Remember what happened in pandemic? Many people didn't get paid. Renter refused to pay. And there was some change in legislation to allow them to stay. And those were very turbulent time for all of us who owns the property. But if you own multiple property, these are the risks that you take. Over-evaluation in some markets. Certain cities may see price correction after rapid pandemic era gains. Remember, lots of pricing. Our area price increased almost 18% in 1 year. Now correction has happened. It's happening. People are expecting. I was talking to one agent to buy a property. They bought that property for so much amount 2 years ago, and now they're putting in the market. They expect the same to be paid. No way. The price has gone down. When you talk about over $1 million property, you're looking at about $250, $300, and $1,000 down from your price because it was escalated. But people who bought it, they can't afford it now, and nothing happens. And this is where the challenge is. So, if you have bought something and you want to sell it, you did not use the common sense. You went emotional, and this is what happened. Regulatory risk, rent control laws, eviction moratoriums, or zoning changes can impact returns. These are the important things that you have to, if you want to talk about anything special, you can call my office, set up an appointment. My number is 905-785-9923. I can talk about the risk. It's very important for real estate professional to explain these things to the investor who's buying for their own use or for renting purposes, residential or commercial. Where to invest? City where there is a strong jobs and population growth. Two things, strong job and population growth. Two elements. So when you are looking for that, discuss that with your real estate professional. So city, Mississauga, has a Toronto, many areas. Employment they're creating jobs because their focus now on the government is manufacturing within your own country, made in Canada product. This is the goal now. 10 years ago, I created a web page called Made in Canada. I promote his own Facebook. You can search that, Made in Canada. And now everybody is doing it. And this is why it's important for our economy to create manufacturing jobs and export. Multi-residential housing. High demand for rental market makes apartment a stable investment. When you're talking about some people for small investor, you can buy second 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit, or 6 unit, or 8 unit. You don't need a big high-rise building. As a licensed builder, I can build your smaller units and provide you 7-year warranty, design, concept, and planning, get you building permit, help you to financing side. We have a team of all areas. We provide 10-year warranty as well. So if you have any issues related to that, call our office 905-569-9939, which is my construction division that will deal with that. And financing division, you have to call 905-785-9926. In real estate is 905-785-9923, which is real estate. And we can help you and make sure that you invest properly if you are investing. Industrial, warehouse properties, e-commerce growth fuels demand for organization space. Remember that many things went on online, and everybody go online. We use Amazon and other locations, groceries, everything. It's online. So there was a high demand for warehouse, and this is where you can invest in real estate. If you have any specific areas that you want to talk about, give us a call. We can help you, or call me directly. And again, short-term rentals in travel hotspots with relaxed regulations. You're touring zoning. We have to look at the zoning. When you're buying a property, you need to check zoning. That's why we're expert on that. And I'm involved with my own planners and engineers to help and verify things before we put an offer on it. So if you need any help, you can call our office 905-785-9923 and ask for Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow Real Estate Institute of Canada. I'll guide you, and being a licensed builder, I understand your needs, where you invest. So bottom line is, real estate can be a smart investment now if you focus on cash flow, long-term appreciation, and inflation protection. However, success depends on location, financing strategy, and risk management. Consider consulting us, a local real estate expert or financial advisor who tailor decision to your situation. And this will be very insightful for you. If you have any specific question about real estate, financing, or construction, you can call me directly at 416-451-3489. I'd be more than happy to help you. I hope this program is helping you, increasing your knowledge, creating awareness, and building your confidence in real estate, mortgage financing, or building a construction contract homes. And you can always reach out to me. Go to realtycoffeetalk.com, or you can go to YouTube at the rate of Realty Coffee Talk and watch. There are more than 492 episodes for you to watch and learn and make informed decision buying, selling real estate. Thank you for watching for Realty Coffee Talk and Awaz Entertainment in Canada, around the world. May God bless you all. May God bless Canada. Bye for now. See you next Thursday at 7 p.m.